America's most popular coin, probably have to go with the Morgan dollar. The longest tenured coin, probably have to go with the Lincoln because it just is at 110 years old. But the one that we get the most requests for on a day in, day out basis is that beautiful Wild West Buffalo nickel. And tonight we have some unks at a crazy price. And by unks, I mean uncirculated coins. These coins never saw circulation. Somebody, the day they were issued, went to their bank, got a roll or a coin, and just kept it in pristine condition. And today, 3/4 of a century later, we get the benefit of seeing these gorgeous, gorgeous coins. Now, the Buffalo nickel is the only Wild West coin we have, right? The Indian motif on one side, the Buffalo nickel on the other, Wild West thematic on both sides. It was part of the overall push by President Theodore Roosevelt, going back to the early part of the 1900s when he started changing over our coinage. Remember all the gold coins, Augustus St. Gaudens, Bella Leon Pratt, that was 1907, 1908. And then we had our first ever presidential, which was Lincoln in 1909. But the next coin they did, well, it was the Buffalo nickel in 1913. And that lasted until 1938. In 1938, they brought out the Jefferson nickel we still see today. Now, people are going to say, hold it. You know, the Morgan dollar is a Wild West coin. It's like, well, nah, it's Lady Liberty. It was made from silver that was from out west, right? The Comstock lode, the largest silver find ever in America. You also are going to say, well, the Indian had cent. Well, actually, it's Lady Liberty with a bonnet, an Indian bonnet, is the official description. So it comes down to really only one coin, this coin. So again, 1913 to 1938. Philadelphia's, Denver's, and San Francisco's. Now, the coins we have tonight in this beautiful grouping, and we have up to 5 different, by the way, easy in this grouping we have, are from the 1920s and 1930s. Again, there's a mixture of P's, D's, and S's, all 3 of the mint marks that were issued, or the 3 mints that struck these coins. They are all encapsulated, and as you can see, they're outright gorgeous. The best part is, think about this, a coin that's 3/4 of a century old, rah-rah USA, vintage history in coinage, and it's an affordable coin today. At least with us, it is. Even with our competition, it's not horrible, right? I mean, the brand new Morgan and Peace coins, and I love them. The Uncirculated from Philadelphia, the proofs that came out from San Francisco. Have anybody seen any of those under $100 in the last 2 or 3 weeks? And they're driving with the popularity. My competition has these exact same coins. The lowest price uncirculated coin they had was $81.50. And if you want to get 5 different, the 5th different costs you $90 with them. Whether it's 1, whether it's 5, whether it's just want to put 10 aside. We only have a limited quantity, and tonight they're $29.95 each. All about the value. Right there, you're seeing it, the S mint mark. You just saw the D mint mark a second ago. And again, right here, you're coming up on the Philadelphia, no mint mark. Good question. Thank you, Hunter. In 1913, when this coin was introduced, they had something called a Type 1, which means it was a mound on the back where the word 5 cents was, and it wore off. Okay? They replaced it quickly in 1913 with what you saw here, which is called the Type 2, which is the hard line under the buffalo, and we'll show you that in a second again, and the word 5 cents is tucked under it with the mint mark. Now, if our coins are all from the 20s and 30s, they're all going to be Type 2. So it's a good question, but I want to make sure we're not trying to pull anything over on this one. It's a very simple, very clean, very straightforward, and a very affordable price tonight. I mean, vintage Buffalo nickels that look like they were made yesterday, right? Yet they're not. I mean, 1938 is the end of the era. So we're looking at over 3/4 of a century. Now, here's some other tidbits just to consider, which is talking out loud. What is the #1 special issue silver dollar ever made by the U.S. Mint? Surpassing the Morgans in 21 and surpassing the Morgan dollars from this year, 23. Ding, ding. It has to be what? The 2001 Buffalo dollars. uncirculated in proof. It was the first time the U.S. Mint sold out one of its special issues. Know why? It's because they covered and copied the obverse and the reverse exactly as you see here, as you saw on that dollar. They made 500,000 of them, and you can't find them out there for under $200 each. Well, these are the vintage originals. And talking out loud, I don't think I've seen 100,000 uncirculated coins. In the last 35 years, I've been doing this, going to shows every week or every other week for a long, long time. Think about that. The other is in 2005, for the Westward Nickel program, they brought back the Buffalo nickel, remember? And that was the most popular coin in the series. Another acid test is just kind of comparing coins. How many you see, how many you don't see, just for relevance, right? If you go to NGC, just one of the three major grading services, PC and ANAX, the other two right now, you're going to notice that over the last 35 years of NGC doing what they do, they certified 3.9 million Morgan dollars, all grades. The Peace Dollar, 878,000 coins, all grades. But then you look at the Buffalo Nickel series. Again, from 1913 to 1938, all the P's, all the D's, all the S's added together, 144,000 coins. Think about that by comparison. That is outright crazy. The 21 Morgan dollar program, the P, the D, the S, the O, the CC, and the Peace Dollar, 6 coins. If you add them all up, NGC certified over 200,000 of them. Gives you a breath on how special these are. Guys, avccoins.com, everybody, avccoins.com. I know you saw it pop up a couple of times while I was chatting, and that just means the phones are very busy right now, and we all understand why. But that's the D mint mark. Here's the S mint mark. And you see that line above the word 5 cents? And then the Philadelphia coming up does not have a mint mark. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. A lot of people buying 5s. Thank you. And that's easy. We'll get you 5 different dates. So it might be 1937 P and D or 1936 P and S, etc. But we'll get you different coins, at least 5 different. And at $29.95, we beat the crap out of our competition, who are $81.50, upwards of $90 if you want to get 5 different from them. Each. We're about a third of the price and all the quality, all the value. Heck, that's our middle name, America's Value Channel. And we love these vintage coins. We're not afraid of price points either. $29.95. It's a great opportunity to put aside 3/4 of a century old vintage U.S. coins that have never touched circulation. These uncirculated beauties. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. And when you get these, you're going to love them.